Hey folks, I'd like to show you a way to build your school calendars, which I know everyone needs to do every year. And with a calendar like this, it might simplify how you build it each year using a template such as this. Let's take a look. So first of all, what I've done is set this up with my school year in these two fields in basically B2 and R2. And then what I'm doing is taking the date that's in B2 and applying month 8, month 9, month 10, month 11, month 12. And then we jump to January and we're using the day, the year 2023, coming up with the date of January, February, and so forth. So we're getting our months automatically. So what happens is if I change this to 2023 and this to 2024, my calendar dates and my holidays automatically change because my holidays are set up with the date that's in B2. So Labor Day, Columbus Day, all of these different days are going to populate based on the new year. And because these are dates that should be standard dates. New Year's Day is always 1/1, Christmas is always 12/24. We have a calculation down here that we've hidden for Thanksgiving, where as we change the dates, we would come up with a new date for which day Thanksgiving falls on. So those are the holidays. You could add more holidays if you wanted to, and we color code those pink. So using this color code pink, no school because it's a holiday. So we can do that. Let's go back to 2022 and 2023. So you can see things populating based on the dates that we put here. And then all of the actual dates are based off of this calculation here. And this is something that I learned from the great Ben Collins, how to build a calendar with a single formula. So this is just showing me, this is just the calendar. One formula builds the entire calendar for the month, and that's just duplicated across in each one of these Sunday fields. So then let's go to the next thing, which is no school, which is our teacher days. So here we have the different teacher days that when you're in service, and you could type things in here if you wanted that to populate, but I'm just showing this as an example. So in this school, August 24th is the first in-service day, and we could add a few other things here that we're color coding and automatically have those show up. And then in the next field, it's our end of quarter. And the end of quarter is in this year 1025, 125, and so forth. So those are the end of quarters. They're color coded in red and underlined. And let's see, probably should make that. I should probably make that the same color. So let's turn that red and the text white, and end of quarter is going to look like that, just to keep it consistent. And then finally, your parent-teacher conferences. So what's great about this is if I simply change my year to 2023 and 2024, oops, wrong field. Let me do an undo and come back here, 2024. Okay, so I've lost all my teacher days and I've lost all my color coding for end of quarter and so forth. My holidays automatically stayed color coded, and September 4th should still be the correct date for that holiday. Might have to double check that. And then we take a look at how we would change the teacher days. So let's say my first teacher day is not August 24th, 2022. I would just double click my calendar here and go forward to August, let's say it might be that year, they might be starting on the 23rd. Notice I automatically color code, and if I come here and jump forward a whole year to the new August, we end up with the 24th, and we automatically get that color coded. So we could do that on all of our teacher days. Let me go ahead and undo and undo. And we would do the same thing here. And a quarter is going to, instead of 10/25/22, it's going to be sometime in October of 23. We would change that. And right now, if let's just assume that it's 10/25/22. Let's look at what it might be next time. Maybe it's 10/26. So notice it automatically pops in. So a calendar like this could save your clerical staff quite a bit of time, because all they really have to do is come in here and change some dates. Let me go ahead and undo that date change, and let me come back here to go to 2022 and 2023, and this should give us our information we need for the coming up school year. We would go ahead and hide our Thanksgiving formula. And then when it comes time to print this, and you can drop your logo in here. You could add some more features. So one of the ways this is working is with some conditional formatting. Let's take a quick look at that. So I have 4 different conditional formatting rules, and what this is a custom formula. We're saying if J5 is blank, then we're going to match. If J5 is blank, notice there's 2 commas. First comma is the true statement. So if J5 is blank, don't do anything. Otherwise, match J5 to what you see in here. In this case, on the holidays, it's AA. So it's AA5 to AA. So if I add any dates in here, they're going to populate with that. If I took a look at my next formula over here, and let's bring that conditional formatting back up and take a look at this one, for instance. It's all basically the same. We're applying it to the same range. I'm applying it to 4 different ranges. I'm applying it to this range here, and you can see this range here and so forth. Those are the ranges I'm applying it to. And in this case, what would change on the formula is, we don't want that. What would change on the formula, let me scroll to the right here, is that we're looking at AJ. So when I open this up, I can see it's AJ I'm referencing. Say done to that. And if I come back and take a look at a different unconditional format here, in this case, I'm looking at AG, and that's going to be that column there. So conditional formatting is helping me automatically color code my dates, making it pretty simple to modify your school calendar every year simply by changing the year and then changing the teacher days that you would be using, teacher days, end of quarter, and so forth. And you can do that easily with the pop-up because it's formatted as a date. You can just quickly jump through the calendar or hand type that and keep your calendar. And finally, to go to print this calendar, if you just select the area you want to print and don't select the our hidden areas that do our calculations for us, we can go File, Print, and we can select selected cells and set this up to portrait. And then we have a calendar that we could quickly print and either print out to a printer or print out as a PDF. For say I want to save that as a PDF. And there's my calendar ready to be printed as a PDF and distributed on your website or so forth. So a great way to utilize some fancy formulas here to calculate your days automatically when you change your years, and also calculate things like holidays. So hope this is helpful. Thanks for watching.